The Sukhoi Su-33, NATO reporting name, Flanker D, is one of Russia's most formidable carrier-based fighter aircraft. Developed from the Su-27, the Su-33 was specifically adapted to operate from aircraft carriers, primarily the Admiral Kuznetsov. While it shares much of its DNA with the Su-27, the Su-33 has several key modifications that make it capable of maritime operations and give it a unique presence in the Russian Navy's air arm. Development of the Su-33 began in the 1980s during the Soviet era, when the need arose for a naval variant of the successful Su-27. The Soviet Union was building its first aircraft carrier with a full-length flight deck, and it required an aircraft that could match the performance of U.S. Navy fighters like the F-14 Tomcat. Sukhoi's solution was to modify the Su-27 to withstand the rigors of carrier landings, short takeoffs, and storage in confined shipboard hangars. This led to reinforced landing gear, an arrestor hook for carrier landings, and folding wings and stabilizers. The first prototype, designated T-10K, flew in 1987. After several years of testing and refinement, the aircraft entered limited service in the mid-1990s under the designation Su-33. One of the most notable features of the Su-33 is its ability to take off from a ski jump ramp, which is characteristic of the Kuznetsov-class carrier. Unlike U.S. carriers that use catapults, the Russian Navy relies on ski jumps for aircraft launches, which requires powerful engines and good low-speed handling, areas in which the Su-33 excels. Powered by two Saturn AL-31F afterburning turbofan engines, the Su-33 is capable of speeds exceeding Mach 2 and has a combat range of over 1,000 kilometers without refueling. Its agility in air combat is further enhanced by the thrust vectoring capability in later models and a digital fly-by-wire control system. This makes it highly maneuverable, able to perform tight turns and advanced aerobatics even in the demanding environment of carrier operations. Armament-wise, the Su-33 is equipped with a 30mm GSH-30-1 cannon and can carry a mix of air-to-air and air-to-surface weapons. Its 12 hardpoints support a variety of ordnance, including R-73 and R-27 missiles for dogfighting and BVR engagements, as well as bombs and guided munitions for ground and sea targets. Though the Su-33 lacks the multi-role flexibility of Western naval fighters like the F-A-18, it remains a powerful air superiority platform. Over time, however, the Su-33's future has become uncertain. Only about 30 units were produced, and its role is gradually being supplemented, and in some ways replaced, by more modern aircraft like the MiG-29K. The MiG is smaller, more modern, and easier to operate from the limited space of Russian carriers. Yet the Su-33 continues to serve as the backbone of naval aviation on the Admiral Kuznetsov, especially for fleet air defense. One of the Su-33's most notable combat deployments occurred in the Syrian conflict, where it flew sorties from the Kuznetsov in 2016. This marked the first time Russia's naval aviation conducted real combat operations. Despite some operational mishaps, including the loss of a Su-33 during a failed carrier landing, it gave the aircraft valuable experience and highlighted both its capabilities and its limitations. The Su-33's days may be numbered as Russia considers future naval aviation solutions, but it remains a symbol of the country's push to field a true blue-water navy. A blend of Cold War design and 21st-century upgrades, the Su-33 is a striking example of how Russia has adapted legacy platforms to fit modern needs. Whether it's patrolling the cold waters of the Arctic or supporting operations in the Mediterranean, the Su-33 continues to fly with pride, power, and purpose from the deck of Russia's lone aircraft carrier.